Hey everyone. I just got done watching Toy Story 4, so I thought, uh, put me in the mood to do a little video on my toy shelf that I keep here in the bar. You know, on camera, this bar probably looks really big, but it's really not that big. I just cram a lot of shit in here somehow, some way, like Tetris. Every space is utilized. Um, some of these are original toys that I've had since I was a kid, but most of them I rebought. Like this Tonto. I'm going to guess on years here. If you're a toy expert, don't kill me. As Daredevil falls there. This is Tonto. I think he was made in 1974. Now, before Star Wars, this is what we played with when we were kids in the early 70s. Pre-1977, we played with Tonto. And on the other side, the Lone Ranger. And there was a whole big town that you could buy. It was made out of mostly cardboard, surrounded by plastic. And it had a little jail. And that's what I played with. That and these Mego toys. This is a Spider-Man I rebought. They were also from the mid-70s. I made a spider web that he's swinging from there. That's a green light. I bought it Five Below for $5. I should put on the let me put on the light from my phone so you can see better. Now that's better. See? So I go to toy conventions, and I'll buy old toys that I used to have as a kid. In the back there is a Buck Rogers figure still in a package. And this guy here, Draconian Guard, they're pretty much the stormtroopers of the show, Buck Rogers. I think it debuted in '79, the show, ran for 2 seasons. There's some books and records in the back there. I used to listen to that one quite a bit, the G.I. Joe one, back when G.I. Joe was one guy and not a whole army of guys. I have 2, let me try to get them, I don't want to knock shit over. Shogun Warriors, this one's a little bigger than that one. They also were made to be like about 2 feet high, which I had as a kid, but those go for big money now. They made these about 2 feet high, and they also made a Rodan and a Godzilla, and they were pretty big too. The Rodan goes for upwards of about $1,000. I've seen them for sale in the box for about $1,000. This is the Batman I had as a kid, the same exact Batman, missing a hand, his knees a little messed up. He has magnets on his hands and feet, so he would stick to anything made of metal. And what I used to do is I used to put him in water and put him in the freezer, and his cloth suit here would freeze, and then he would like try to break out of it. So basically I was Mr. Freeze trying to trap Batman. There's a talking alarm clock that I rebought recently. It doesn't work, and if I remember correctly, the one I had as a kid kind of broke within the first month that I had it. There's a Micronaut, like a short-lived series of little guys. I think they're making a Micronaut movie. There's a Batman album with stories on it, and a Superman album with stories on it. This is a Viewmaster. You would put the little cartridges in there and just look at the pictures. They would look 3D. They also made them so they talked. This is not a talking one. And that's bubblegum cards there, but there is a James Bond Viewmaster pack. And it's a circle with pictures on them. And you would just go like this on the side, and it'll give you another picture. There's like six pictures on each one, I think. This is Scrabble pieces here that I found for sale at a mall that sold antiques, and I decided to pick out enough letters to spell out toy shelf. That is a sensor right there for the original laser tag. I have the gun too, but the gun doesn't work. But that still works and beeps. I don't keep it on because the beeping's annoying. $6 Million Man game board on the bottom there. I used to have that as a kid. Never played it. Never played it once. But I had it for years as a kid. A little wind-up Woodstock. Found him real cheap. I used to have him too. All these toys I used to have. Dracula. His hands and face glow in the dark. They made 4 of them. Dracula, Wolfman, the Mummy, and Frankenstein's monster, which is right there. For him, I do have the box. And it came with an iron-on patch, you can see. Actually, I did not have this as a kid, but I found it for like 90 cents at the thrift store. You know, before VCRs, the only way to watch these at home was to actually watch the film if you had a projector. So I thought that was kind of cool. There's a Star Trek gun that works, and the target is up there on the wall, right there. All it is a simple reflector, and when it reflects the light that comes from here, you know you hit it. There's some Choose Your Own Adventure books from my childhood, the original ones. Some Mad Magazine books they used to read over and over. Mad Magazine card game. This book's kind of cool. This is the original one I bought in like 1980. It is crossover with the Hulk versus Batman. Of course, they become friends midway through and battle the Joker together. More books and records. Robin Hood, Popeye. You know, and I listen to these records now, and I can still predict the next line that they're going to say, even though it's been 45 years since I heard them. Speaking of book and records, this is a Fantastic Four book and record, the same one I had as a kid. And here's the Spider-Man book and record, the same one I had as a kid. And is that it? Is that all I have on this shelf? I thought I had a lot more. What I need is a bigger shelf. So there you go. A friend bought this for me for my birthday. It's a MASH action figure. They made these back in like 1982. And that's Hawkeye there. So I keep it next to the TV that I play old school shows on. And here's Daredevil. This is a newer toy that I bought. He won't stand up, will he? Well, I kind of keep him like that next to my Daredevil #1. And there's a big Daredevil that's holding him. And some Halloween decorations. So yeah, there's some toys for you. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. Oh, there's some flashcards. It's a flash card game. That's the original one. I bought it at a convenience store when I was about 10 years old. Somehow I never lost it. So, there you go, guys. Have a good weekend. Don't drink too much. Ah, fuck it. Drink a lot.